So good. Okay, so first things first, we have to make arguably the most important part of a Big Mac, the special sauce. It's kind of similar to a Thousand Island dressing. It's creamy, it's a little sweet, a little tangy, and of course I have a super secret ingredient we're gonna add to up the protein. So first we have mayo. This is Japanese mayo, otherwise known as QP mayo. It is so delicious. Need a half a cup. I really don't feel like washing this, so a little trick I have is to just, this is like not exact. Put the measuring cup kind of next to it. Yeah, it looks like around a half a cup. Size, clean. All right, so we're gonna add my super secret ingredient like right off the bat, and you know, you're new here, you might not know, but if you've been here before, you probably already guessed that it's collagen. Collagen has 18 grams of protein, and this is getting real low, per quarter cup, at least this brand does anyways. So that's what we're gonna add. It dissolves pretty easily right in, doesn't really affect the texture, doesn't affect the flavor at all. You know, some people are like, oh my God, you're adding collagen? Like, what is that gonna do? You could add it to so many things, guys, so many things. All right, so it thickened it up a bit, but that's okay because we are gonna be adding some other more liquidy things. Now, McDonald's uses sweet relish, but I hate sweet relish, so we're using dill relish. Oh, it fits. Couple good tablespoons here. In this case, it's just easier to use the measuring spoons. Okay, so now we're gonna add some grated onion. We're gonna save some of this onion for the top, so I'm just gonna like set some aside right now. And I love to use a microplane for this. You can use a standard grater also. And standing it straight up like this actually like gives you much more leverage. My shirt just like will not stay down. 6 months, everybody. Read them and weep. You could also just like really finely mince the onion, but I feel like this really gets those juices from the onion in there. It's gonna add a little bit of moisture to our slightly thicker mayo. And that onion flavor is just gonna like permeate. So much better than onion powder. So much better. All right, let's see where we're at. Need a tablespoon. This feels like a tablespoon. I feel like we're good. My eyes say we're done. Oh yeah, look at us. Fantastic. Okay, so now we've got some yellow mustard, more tang. We love a tangy sauce. Now we've got some white vinegar. Again, we've got some more acid. It's really what makes Big Mac sauce so good, is all of that acid, all of those acidic ingredients like mustard, like vinegar. Okay, so for a little bit of sweetness here, we're gonna add some sugar. You can leave the sugar out if you'd like, but it gives a nice balance. You can also use a sugar substitute. I really like allulose, which tastes very similar to sugar, and it's, I believe, a 1:1, so easy to convert because there just is no conversion. And for color, because honestly, paprika just does not have much flavor. To me, we have some paprika. If you like smoky flavors, you could totally add smoked paprika and it will definitely like add more oomph in the flavor department. Holy moly. Okay, let's not. Okay, so carefully, we're just gonna mix this up. Oh, very important, almost forgot to add some salt, just to taste however much you like. Okay, and that is our Big Mac sauce. Give it a little tasty taste. So good. You know what? I'm gonna add a teensy bit more sugar. Otherwise, delicioso. This is a great thing about recipes, guys. Like, especially a sauce, taste as you go. Adjust to how you like it. So good. Okay, so let's go ahead and prep our produce. In this case, we have the rest of our onion, some iceberg lettuce, and some dill pickles. Again, if you guys like a different kind of pickle, bread and butter pickle, sweet pickle, just like, do what you like. All right, so we've got some diced onion here. I might not use all of this. Whatever I don't use, I will just save for something else. All right, next we have our iceberg. I'm just gonna run my knife through the center of all these slices just to break it up a little bit more. There you go, shredded lettuce. They also sell pre-shredded lettuce if you don't feel like cutting it yourself. All right, so last we have some dill pickle. You know, I haven't had this crazy strong urge for pickles since I've been pregnant. I thought that I would. I love pickles. Pickled jalapenos more so than pickles, honestly. So for the pickles, you can of course just cut them with a knife, or if you have a mandolin, you can get even thin slices super, super fast. Just watch out for your fingers because I definitely injured myself last time I used this. That last bit is just for you. Oh God. All right, now that all of our produce is cut and ready to go, it's time to make the beef. All right, so I have a pound of grass-fed ground beef. You guys know I really prefer to use grass-fed. It's more about the animal welfare for me. A grass-fed cow means they're out on a pasture and they're not, living an unnatural life or a less natural life anyways. But the nutrition is also better in the meat for these cows. So thus, my 2 tiers of importance for grass-fed beef. This pack, got a 3-pack from Costco. I'm hoping that they tell the truth. I love Costco. I was defrosting this a little bit ago and I noticed there was a hole in the bag, and so some of the meat is a little waterlogged, and honestly it's not all defrosted, but I'm not wasting meat. I am not in the business of wasting an animal's life. Okay, so we've got this on the medium-high heat. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil to the pan, just get it started. And I'm gonna add this in pretty large chunks. While this is getting a good sear on that first side, you don't want to touch it, by the way. That keeping it in contact with the pan for a longer period of time can really help develop that crust. I used canola oil. It's a neutral flavored oil. It's high in omega-3s. This is organic, so it's exceller pressed. So they're not using those chemicals that conventional canola oil is made with. If you don't want to use canola oil, don't use canola oil. All right. So by keeping the meat in larger chunks like this, it's gonna help prevent the meat from getting dry while also maximizing the caramelization bits throughout the meat. We're getting a nice layer on the top, a nice layer on the bottom, but it's a thicker layer of meat, right? So that inside is not again, overcooking and drying out the way it would if it were completely ground up and you're breaking it up initially. At this point, we're gonna go ahead and season. Generous amount of salt, and I'm just gonna do a salt and pepper beat today, but by all means add whatever seasonings you like. I've seen Lowry's, I've seen, you know, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, whatever you like. All right, got some nice caramelization underneath. Gonna reduce the heat now. I'm gonna start breaking this up. Okay, so that's it on the meat. I just turned the heat off because I'm noticing everything is fully cooked. We've got a lot of nice caramelization. So now we are moving on to the fries. We're getting so close. So in our last loaded fries video, we made In-N-Out's animal style double fries, and we made our own oven baked fries, which you can totally still do here. I have the recipe in my cookbook for my oven baked fries. But today, you know, I'm just not feeling it. So I did a little bit of research on which frozen fries were the best. These were near the top of many lists. So we are going for it. These are just the grown in Idaho hand cut style fries. So I'm gonna air fry them. It says to do half a bag at a time. I'm gonna try a whole bag at a time because I'm feeling a little impatient. Hot. They're pretty crispy. Had to cook them a little bit longer than normal. So I'm gonna put these on a sheet pan and keep them in a 300-degree oven while I do the other batch. And then we will put everything together. And then, oh my gosh, we're so close. Oh no, I brought my tongue. These are very good. FYI. Good choice, internet. Okay, so we have all of our fries air fried. These have been staying warm in the oven. I'm gonna pop the rest of these fries on. I love that they look like batter fried, like they've been coated in something. Those are like my favorite kind if they were seasoned, like Checkers. Okay, so this is gonna be pretty hot, but just wanna kind of spread these out. All right, so now we are going to sprinkle our beef all over the fries. I'm gonna reserve just a little bit to kind of sprinkle on top of the cheese after we add it, just FYI. Didn't really reserve any, did I? All right, so I got some yellow American, just because it's like the classic kind that they use. I normally buy white American because it's not like colored with anything, but just for the sake of tradition. If you want, you could also buy a block of American cheese. I know some people actually do sell blocks of American cheese, and you could grate it to sprinkle it on top if you feel like it. Now's the time that we want to, you know, if we want to move anything around before the cheese melts, like this is the time. Really did mean to save more for the top of the cheese. All right, so we are popping this into the oven until the cheese is all nice and melty and everything is just like warmed up. The fries are already kind of warm, but like the meat, we want that to reheat as well. So, see you in a second. Oh my goodness, they look so good. Oh my God. All right. It like looks like a chopped cheese, the way the cheese is like blanketing all of the meat. Okay, so now we're just going to finish them up. So we're just gonna dress these with our shredded lettuce. This is too much shredded lettuce, by the way. Like, you know, again, Whatever you don't use, you can always like, you know, make a salad for yourself. Huh. All right, so I'm gonna just sprinkle some onion. Okay, so I'm gonna add some pickles now, and then we're gonna do the dressing, and then I'm gonna add a few more pickles on top of that. Extra pickly pickles. Ooh! I just thought of something. Sesame seeds! What is a Big Mac without sesame seeds? All right, so let's go ahead with the sauce. Oh my gosh, this looks crazy, crazy good. I really should have made double the sauce though. Whatever, I'm gonna lick this bowl clean. All right, just a few more pickles. This looks so awesome. I can't get over it. This is honestly the perfect finishing touch here. I mean, come on. Loaded Big Mac fries. Are you dying? I'm dying. Oh my God. It's time. This is literally perfect. All right, guys, I'm just going in. I've waited too long. You know, these fries are kind of similar to McDonald's fries too. Kind of. My belly caught some of it. I know I'm super quiet. This is excellent. I will say, when you make these, eat them immediately. For me, when I'm filming, and I know I've said this a million times, I have to like get my cover photo, reset up the cameras, blah, 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 blah. So they don't stay quite as crispy, the fries. They're still so good though. And for sure, you're gonna wanna make double sauce. Whether you put it all on top or not, you are gonna want it on the side. Oh my god, this is so good. I have only tried the cherry Coke and the ginger ale aside from this vintage cola flavor, and I haven't really been a fan of either of those. To be fair, I don't really love cherry Coke. It was just like the only Coke I could find at Publix. I got these at Sprouts and they were actually the same price that they have on Amazon. And they do sales, so when there's a sale, they are cheaper than Amazon, and you can buy them by the singles. You don't have to buy like a huge pack of them, just FYI. This would be awesome if you had like a hot plate, like a griddle, like a pancake griddle or something. You could build the fries on top of that, like cover it to melt the cheese, then like add the rest of the toppings. I think that would help keep the fries from getting soggy too quickly. All right, I'm gonna have one more bite and then I'm so done. Oh. That was a good bite. Okay guys, that was so good. I really love this series. I am really gonna think about investing in a griddle so that the situation can stay a little bit crispier. For me though, I'm not worried about you guys at home, so have at it. You're gonna love it, seriously. Per usual, the recipe for this whole situation is on my website along with the nutritional information. Comment below what other kind of loaded fries you think would be really fun to do. I'm already thinking of like chili cheese fries. That could be really fun, but definitely let me know your thoughts below. If you're not already following here, by the way, I would love for you guys to just hit that follow button. One thing that you guys can do for me today, wait, I think it's the subscribe button here on YouTube, isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah, hit that subscribe button if you like what you see here. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.